Hello everyone, Mr. Fitzgerald back talking about equivalent fractions. Now you'll see that I've already done a little work for you and I said, let's see, what word do we see inside this word here? Equivalent, and we hear and see the word equal. We're going to start talking a little bit about how fractions can be shown a few different ways without changing the image itself. So let's take a look. I'm going to do this freehand, so please bear with me. Um, Taking a look at this square, and we have it now. It's cut up into thirds. We have three equal pieces. Okay. Another word for that. Okay, that three. Okay, would be the denominator. Okay, and the denominator is the word, the vocabulary word that you use to describe the number of total equal parts. Okay, so that word is denominator. I'm going to erase that for a sec here. So in this case, it would be 1, 2, 3 sections or equal parts. That's the total number. Now, let's say that I shaded. I'm just going to grab my highlighter here, use the blue color here, and I shaded 1, 2 parts of my 3. Now you should be thinking to yourself, I know that, that's 2/3. Wonderful, great job. But now let's take a look at what an equivalent fraction would look like. Okay, I'm going to erase my 2/3 here. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make just a little bit smaller. Okay, my 2/3 here, that would show us our blue. I'm actually then going to write an equal sign because that is how we know something's equal. And I'm going to make this as simple as I can. I'm going to take my purple and I'm going to actually cut my 3 into 6 now. If you look, I went from 3 equal pieces. I took my 3 equal pieces and I broke it up in half. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. My new denominator would be 6. If you look now, my numerator is 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice the blue shade did not change. Okay, I did not change what I shaded in blue. If anything changed on the blue, it would not be an equivalent fraction. But because we cut our thirds into half, we now have a new denominator. Now, I told you I would show you this both numerically and using a picture. This picture I will then I'll get rid of, and I will show you how I would do this numerically. When we take a look at this, okay, we could say we started with a fraction of 2/3. Okay, we always have an equal sign, and that equal sign tells me it's an equivalent fraction. Yay. Okay. Let's say Mr. Fitzgerald asks you to find an equivalent fraction for 2/3. What did we do to that square once we had thirds? Well, we cut it in half. We multiplied the 3, and we now made 2 more pieces. So what we really did is we multiplied by 2. Multiplied by 2 on the top and the bottom. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. So we went from 3 pieces total to 6 pieces total. And we went from 2 pieces shaded in to 4 pieces shaded in. We could continue on with this. If I were to draw myself a freehand box over here, do it for you. Okay. And let's say we already have 6 and we shade in 2. I'm sorry, 4/6. We can then look at, let's say we wanted to cut this even more. We can now cut our 6 pieces in halves. Okay, do that. Now let's see how many pieces we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Out of the 12, my new denominator, I'm going to do it up here. Out of my 12, I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces shaded. Again, the blue has not changed. I just made my bottom, my denominator, my total, I increased my total. Now, think about how we went from 3 to 6. We multiplied by 2. Well, guess what? We multiplied by 2 again. 6 times 2 is 12. The top is the same. 2 times 2 is 2, or 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. We could go on forever. We can make this a really, really small picture with small pieces, okay, but it'll always be equivalent to the 2/3. Okay, and let me illustrate this one other way. Okay, I'm going to delete all this. And thank you for understanding why if I'm freehanding, it's not perfect. If we take a square, I'm sorry, a rectangle, and we cut it in half, and we shade 1/2. This time I'll use yellow. Okay, I shade 1/2 of my rectangle. That fraction would be 1/2. To create an equivalent fraction, we're not changing the yellow portion at all. Just like before, we never changed the blue portion. This time we're not changing the yellow portion. We are changing, however, the times I've cut the rectangle. For example, if I have halves, I can now turn my halves into fourths. Just like that, I now have 2/4. I can keep going. I take my fourths and I cut my fourths into eighths. Now I have an eighth. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 8. It should always stay equal because we are always changing. We are only changing the number of times we've cut our original piece, not the amount of shaded. Let's do a couple more. I turn my eighths in half. Now I have 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2. That's my 16. I'm sorry, my 8 over 16. And we could go on forever. We could turn our 16s in half. And guess what? It'll be 16/32 if you wanted to count all those. Because we never changed the yellow, that never moved, we have equivalent fractions. And I'm sorry, I don't know how that happened. Okay, that's my equivalent fractions. Alrighty.